Hi, it's JJ Hayes. It's the Hayes Wire, and today visiting is a friend of ours from the Exploration Place Museum, and we say hello to Christina Bluml. Hi, Christina.
Hi.
It is so much fun to have you here for a couple of reasons. First of all, I was just there about 3 weeks ago. Had my nephews in from Flint, Michigan. One's 4, one's 2.
Oh, perfect.
We had a blast.
Good.
I want to talk about first, before we get to the main reason you're here, I want to talk about first some of the fun things you've already got going on at Exploration Place.
Right.
Dinosaurs in Motion was so cool. Now, tell me a little bit about that and how long that's going to be at the museum.
Well, that's our current traveling exhibit at Exploration Place, and Dinosaurs in Motion has been a huge hit because everybody loves dinosaurs.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit different than your usual dinosaur exhibit. It's not animatronics, although there's a couple in there. It's really about their sculptures. There's 14 sculptures made of recycled metal, and you get to move them. You use gears and pulleys to move them. There's like a triceratops with the horns, and you just move the horns. So it's really a fun, different kind of exhibit. And so you're learning about art as well as science, and really how this artist named John Payne, who made these sculptures, how he put them all together. And it starts out really simply with the gears and pulleys. And as you go into the exhibit, you see how he uses video game consoles to make it move, make the dinosaurs move. So it's really, really a great exhibit.
It's really brilliant the way he did it, because I think it gives everyone an appreciation, kids and adults, an appreciation for how things move and how things are leveraged and how you can actually make something really, really big move with not so much effort.
Exactly.
So it was nice that the kids were making that sort of connection. And the other part I loved about the Exploration Museum was you have that huge wall in the room with the planes. And
Yes,
I cannot,
the wind wall.
Yes.
We call it the wind wall.
The wind wall. It is. I could sit there honestly and stare at that thing
It's the coolest
forever.
thing, isn't it? It's just an amazing wall, and actually it's made up of little tiny discs about a quarter of an inch in diameter, and each one represents a person in Wichita at the time that we opened back in 2000.
Really?
A lot of people don't know that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually it's kind of an art piece as well.
Yeah.
But very beloved by a lot of people. And in 2017 we're going to be renovating that entire exhibit area. The aviation exhibit area will be all new, called Design, Build, Fly, and that's because it's what we do here in Wichita.
Right.
Build planes, and so the whole exhibit is about that, how planes come together, and it's going to be really amazing. That's our own exhibit, permanent exhibit. That's going to open in 2017.
Wow, really exciting stuff
it's
there.
very cool.
Okay, so those are just a couple of the reasons why you should go to Exploration Place outside of the miniature golf outside, but there's lots happening inside. Sure. Let's talk about the end of the month. July 30th, 31st, you have the second annual Mini Maker Faire, correct?
I know, I can't believe. Second year, this is great.
And this is such a great event for anyone who, if you're crafty, if you spend your entire workday on Pinterest so the boss doesn't know about it, there are plenty of do-it-yourself apps out there. There's a new one, and I forget the name of it off the top of my head, but people are doing and making stuff in real time, and you can watch it from your phone. So there's lots of
I've heard about that too. Yes,
I
know what you're talking
and
about.
I wrote it down this morning, and I forgot it.
No,
but anyway,
I don't know the name of it either.
there's lots of opportunities if you're crafty, if you're ingenious, if you're inventive, and this is your thing, the Mini Maker Faire. Tell me more about it.
That's what the Mini Maker Faire is, and people go, "What's making? What is that? What do you mean by that?" And really, it's someone who's tinkering in the garage, someone who's building the next great contraption, someone who's a woodworker, someone who's soldering, someone who's making jewelry. I mean, it can be anything that you're creating something, and the creativity that you see is just amazing, and it just inspires you to think, okay, what can I make? What can I do? And so it's very exciting. This year, Radio Shack will actually be there doing some soldering with the kids.
Oh, nice.
So your kids actually learn how to solder, which is great.
Yeah.
And then also some other stations where you get to take things apart and maybe try to put them back together in some other shape or form. So it's really there's all different kinds of vendors there who just showcase what they make.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And the things people come up with, it's just unbelievable.
And a lot of times that's the best way to learn to tinker, is to simply take it apart and see if you can put it back together.
And don't be afraid to make a mistake. You know, and that's the thing. Adults a lot of times are just like, I don't want to do that because I don't want to mess it up.
Right.
And kids just like dive right in. So you kind of have to get that mindset to just dive right in.
Now, kids, I don't want you to go home and take your parents' flat screen apart and say that JJ and Christina said it was okay, because that's not okay.
No.
But make sure go pick up something at a yard sale, maybe like an old computer monitor, one of those really big ones that weigh about the size of a small car, and give it to your kid if they're a tinkerer, and let them take that apart.
Right.
Supervise, because there's some stuff in there that you probably shouldn't leave them alone with. But it's stuff like that. You can find these great treasures to get kids' minds and wheels spinning on
Right.
stuff they can tinker with.
And we have so many wonderful makers here in town. We partner with Make ICT, which is a local make club. They're wonderful. They've been a great help with us. They were last year as well. And it was such a great turnout last year. It was
Yeah.
amazing for our first year. Like almost 2,000 people came out. And so we expect this kind of response this year. So that's happening. And also we're looking for volunteers for the
Okay.
Maker Faire. So if you want to help out that day to help run the event with
Right.
us, you're more than welcome to volunteer. There's information on our Facebook page about that. But it's actually a really great family fun, just a fun event.
All right, so if they want to volunteer, if they want to find out more, if they want to get tickets, you can find out all the links on this blog. Start pointing and clicking. I'll have all the information here, but real quickly, give us the website.
Well, it's WichitaMiniMakerFair.com.
Okay.
It has its own website.
Okay.
That's not on our own website, Expression Place, but just search Wichita Mini Maker Faire. You'll find it in Google, and like it's come out. It's just a great time. It's included with admission. Members are free, and Make ICT members are free.
You will have a blast.
That's
The
fun.
second annual Mini Maker Faire at Exploration Place. Christina Bluml, thanks for coming in this morning.
Thank you.